to this. Otherwise, David would get mad at me because I just saw him log on. But nonetheless, today and tonight, one of our newly ranked up A8s will be hosting our call, and she comes from the great state of Arizona. One of my second, it became my second favorite state just because my daughter is there actually going to college in Arizona. So I'm going to come visit you guys very soon once track season starts out there. But nonetheless, hosting the call is our one and only Coco Gonzalez. Go ahead, Coco.
Well, thank you, Stu. And yeah, my son just went start ASU and he's 17. So now probably he's gonna know you doubt it. Okay, well, something that I love this company, well, there are so many things, but you know, the products, the science, how the ability to, we can create income with this amazing opportunity, but we cannot do all those two things is we are not having the testimonials and ourselves on others about how the product and the science works in our body and how we start becoming healthier and healthier, or maybe just maintaining the healthiness or things like that, right? So tonight we're so excited because we have several people that is gonna talk. And the first one that I wanna introduce is gonna be my daughter, and I'm gonna, her name is Rosario, and she's gonna come to enjoy us. And she has her own testimony, and I'm gonna let her to start talking.
All right. Well, I found out I was pregnant in January of last year. And at the same time, I actually got COVID because I had just finished traveling for the holidays. So it was a couple of rough weeks. I felt really sick from COVID. I felt really sick from the morning sickness. So I was taking the Link and the Genomex both every day. I'd actually take them at night just because that's when I could keep them down. So for COVID, because I was pregnant, I wasn't able to take any of the normal medications. So all I took while I had COVID was the Link, the Genomex emergency orange juice, and at night sometimes I'd have like a Theraflu tea. And just with that, I got over COVID, and it only lasted about a week, maybe a week and a half. So I was pretty lucky. I wasn't able to smell for a while, but the symptoms of being sick and all of that went away after a short amount of time. I also took the Link throughout my pregnancy just because it would help me go to the bathroom. I was nauseous my whole pregnancy, so I had to take Zofran every day, and that made it hard to go to the bathroom. But I would just take a Link and that would help me go to the bathroom. I actually took a Link today because my stomach started hurting. I guess I ate something bad yesterday and I feel much better now. So it worked really well. And my baby, he is about a month and a half now, almost. Yeah, he's gone fully to formula now though. So we noticed that he was having a hard time going to the bathroom. So we gave him a little bit of Link and he's going to the bathroom like crazy. So he's doing really well. He obviously had it while he was inside me the whole time because I was taking it. Now we give it to him every couple of days because it does work well. It kind of helps clean him out and everything. And then I've recently started taking the Arrow. So I don't have a ton to say about that yet, but I do feel like I have more energy, but it's only been 2 or 3 days. So we'll see how I feel with that.
Yeah, great. Thank you. So I call my grandson my testimonial. The baby is, he is the baby artist of my family because through the pregnancy and after the pregnancy. All right, so now I'm gonna invite Denise and maybe her husband, so is they are able to get their testimony. I think Denise, you need to. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, mine starts before I started the product. We got COVID back in May. My husband and I. We were very, very sick. We were sick for about 3.5 weeks. And we had a fever for about 16 days that we just could not get rid of. We were taking Tylenol every 4 hours and just really, really sick, but never hospitalized. After COVID, I started having some heart issues. And started with, I just noticed that when I was sitting still for a long period of time, my heart rate would be up like 97 beats per minute. And I'm like, this doesn't seem normal. And then also I could feel my heart beating. And so I called my doctor, and she decided we were going to do some tests. So the first test I did was they did a heart monitor for, I think it's 24 hours. And it came back with a lot of PVC. So it came back abnormal. And then, let's see, I've been through a lot of tests, but I did a 2-day stress test that came back abnormal, along with an echo that came back abnormal. So there was definitely something wrong. So in the meantime, I got a new cardiologist, and I didn't really want to start the product until I was for sure what was wrong with my heart. And so the last ordeal was I had to have a catheter from my arm into my heart to see what exactly was happening. And it turns out to be, I think they were a little surprised because I didn't have any blockages. My heart was actually in pretty good shape. But the problem was they came back and told me that a virus has damaged the bottom part, or the muscle in the bottom part of my heart. So it's not beating like it should. And so then that's when I decided to go ahead and start taking the products. So I've been on the trifecta, all 3 pills. And in the meantime, also the other thing that was happening besides the heart issues is my hair started falling out by the handfuls. Literally every day I comb it, I'd end up with like 2 handfuls of hair. Plus I was leaving a trail everywhere I went. And so then being on, right after I started the trifecta, I haven't noticed my heart beating as much, like I could, beating out of control. It's actually doing very well. I went to the cardiologist, and now I don't have to go back for a whole year. So that's good. And it seems like it's just beating normally. So I'm thinking I should be able to fix that with this product. So that's what I'm hoping. And now my hair's not falling out. So I'm losing just a couple strands every day like it should be. So I'm really happy about that. The other thing is, and I left it on the other part when I did the testimonial for, I've been bleeding internally for many years. And so I don't know if you read that, but that's actually helped me too. I'm not bleeding internally anymore. So that has been very helpful. I've done away with all my prescriptions now and all my vitamins, and my hemoglobin levels have been at a normal rate right now. So I'm very happy about that, because I've been on iron for so many years, and it's hard on your body. It's hard on your stomach. So I'm real happy there. The other thing that when I got the products and became a distributor is I really didn't care about the facial products. I've always had skin damage. I have fair skin. And so that wasn't really an important product to me. But since I had it, I thought, well, I'll give it a try. Every morning when I wake up, my face is all blotchy, and I got I guess they call it precancer, where it's really crusty in the morning. And I just use a moisturizer most of the time. But when I started the product, it was in the afternoon one day for the first time. The next morning, I got up, and I usually have a spot here on the side of my face here, and it was like gone. It's like I couldn't really see it. It wasn't like really dark like it usually is. So I was really happy about that. And I did away with my medication even. So I have rosacea really bad, and I did away with my medication, and it seems to be working really well. My skin color seems to be better and everything. So the products helped me so much in so many different ways. There was a time going back when talking about iron deficiency, I was really anemic and my hemoglobin levels got so low that they said, you need to be in the hospital and do blood transfusions. And I chose to do the iron infusions instead. And when the doctor told me, I thought it was just going to be one. It turned out to be 15 in 1 month. So every other day I had to have a drip and of iron. I was just really, really sick and very low in iron. So I'm just hoping that I'll have a healthy life now. So I'm really happy with the products and just happy where I'm at.
Yeah,
So
well,
that's my testimonial.
thank you so much. I think it's amazing to see how everybody responds different to the products and how people's lives has been changing. And I'm gonna ask, I don't know, Stu or Angie, they're gonna play a video of a person they are interviewed yesterday. And let me see, is Stu can play the video. Yes. So
Yes, my name is Alamhi Hutale, and I tried the two turmeric pills that was given to us at the golf tournament, and my back, I have multiple sclerosis, and my back, there's times where I can't walk. So the next day, I ingested the two turmeric pills, didn't take any of my other health pills that I take, and I would say within, say, 30 minutes, I was up and walking with no problems that normally I would have in the morning because my back would tighten up on me. So here I am today, and I will be trying more turmeric pills, and as well as a couple other products to help with my health, and I have other family members that I know will it will help them with their health issues as well. So I'm excited, ready to go. Hey, thank you, Coco.
Thank you. And let me tell you, he enjoyed yesterday, so now he's part of the Actis family, and hopefully he's watching it today. So now also I had, before I bring the other two guests, I have some pictures of a customer of mine that she was having a very extreme case of cirrhosis, and 5 months ago, and she started the first 2 months when I met her, she was taking Genomex only for the 2 months because she has a genetic, this is genetic, so it's not like, you know, like you just got it, no, it's genetic. Her brother has it, her cousin has it, and now her daughter was having it, and it was starting to spread in her skin. So when I introduced the product, they, for some reason, Genomex grabbed their attention more than the other two. So I just left them to try the Genomex. I feel that really broke the genetics into what was happening, because, you know, this is genetic. And then the third month, I introduced Optiment, and they started taking it. And finally last month they started taking Link. So now they are taking the three of them. And I was just talking with them early before this call, and they told me that the cirrhosis stopped, it's not spreading anywhere. So now it's like a sleep. So it's not going anywhere. And now the skin is getting more clear and clear, and like it's peeling at the same time. So they are so excited, and they are, you know, waiting to see more and more results with that. But, you know, just to see this is, you know, like painful to me. When I was with them, I left their home the first time when I met them. No kidding, I was just itching myself. I was thinking that I was also having that. So it's just a big impression, you know, to see that, and now to see that they're happy that this is going down, and it's no like it's, you know, it's getting away, and now they're going to able to share it with the other members. Is amazing. So I'm very happy for them. And now I'm going to see if Diana and Tyler are there. If you guys are there.
Yes, we are here. We're currently in the car though, so I'm sorry that we don't have our faces on here. I promise we're smiling.
Okay.
But when it comes to the products, we've been taking the Arrow the last 3 or 4 weeks, and it's really, really good. We both enjoyed, we used to, do pre-workouts and stuff like that to, focus up or to wake ourselves up. And it's just high stimulant. So, we tried this Arrow, which, Coco was so kind to introduce it to us. And, we've been taking it for about 3 or 4 weeks. Right now it's our busy season. And I'll tell you what, it brings a different level of focus and energy that's non-stimulant. So it's really good. It's natural. It tastes really good. It's a really good supplement that we've been taking that we really, really enjoy. Especially, as I was talking about our busy season, working a lot of hours, midday, pour a glass of water, throw some Arrow in there, and, you're good. So, we don't need the coffee. We don't need, all that extra caffeine because the Arrow does a very, very good job and it's healthy. So, we've been on the, we've been taking Arrow 3 or 4 weeks pretty consistently. And so far we absolutely love the product. Diana, my significant other, is right over here. And she will be also talking about how these have helped her as well. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I take Arrow and Link, both of them regularly. And as for the OptiMed and Genomics, I would say I take those probably 3 times a week, just depending on if I feel I need them, which I know I'm supposed to be consistent, but I am consistent with the Link. That has helped me tremendously with my digestion. That has always been a huge issue growing up. And, in my adult life, is my digestion has been horrible, absolutely horrendous. I get so bloated, painful, sharp cramps if I eat too many broccoli. And so taking the Link has truly helped my digestion, and I no longer am bloating. I no longer have discomfort, and I can eat what I want, and there's no pain. So that has just been so great. And with my digestion being great, my skin has cleared up compared to what it used to be before. And then I think someone mentioned it earlier in their testimony, but with the hair, I also I think it was after I had COVID, I was losing so much hair. And I mean, if you know my mom, she has thick, luscious hair, and mine's the same. So how much was coming out? I was so scared. I was like, okay, something is really wrong. And then my mom was like, here's the Link. You need to take it twice a day. So I took it twice a day, and I no longer am losing my hair. It's, thicker than before. So I'm extremely grateful for that. I would say that the products have definitely changed my health. I've always considered myself to be healthy, just because I'm active. And now I actually know the meaning of health because of these products and because my mom introduced them to us. So I'm just really grateful. And then the Arrow, just like Tyler said, we are working, 5 a.m. or we get up at 5, work 5:30 to 5 p.m. And so I always would get these horrible headaches. I'd wake up with massive headaches just from, not having enough sleep. And then it would just last all day long. I think that's what they call a migraine. And it was just like that for, days and days and days. And ever since I've been taking the Arrow, I have not woken up with a single headache. Don't get headaches in the middle of the day, which, I don't know if you guys do that, but that was a very fantastic project that we've introduced to our lives. So
Okay.
really love using them, and we're going to continue to use them for a long time.
Yeah, and they don't tell you that Diana, well, I'm gonna tell you age, and it's okay. She's 21, she's gonna turn 22, and Tyler is 24. So they are young, okay? So that's the reason they bring them, because I wanted to see and, you know, introduce Aero to them better than be drinking just those energy drinks that are in the gas stations that are not healthy at all. So just, you know, drink something that really is gonna make you and feel good and healthy, right? So, all right, our last one, and still there, Diane Garrido. She's from Argentina, so she speaks Spanish also. Diane, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hello.
Hi. How
Welcome.
is everybody?
Very good.
Can you hear me good?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. First of all, I just want to say hi, everybody. And we are in an incredible company. I'm very, very happy to be part of it. Just starting. I am part of Diane Young, who introduced me to the company. And I am very, very happy to find this because not too long ago, like 6 or 7 months ago, my doctor told me that I have a beginning of arthritis. And at first, I don't really care so much. You know, I just pray and I said, Lord, you going to help me somehow, because this is nothing that I will accept that in my life. I'm very healthy otherwise. I'm 69, but I'm very healthy. And other than I have a little bit of diabetes. But when the doctor said that I have arthritis, I notice that my fingers are very swelling, especially one of them in the left hand. And I realized that it's advancing. And in that time, like 2 months ago, I found again Diane Young. I know her for another company a year or two before. And it was funny that I found her and she introduced me to this new thing. And so I started trying it in September 6th. I started this last September 6th. So I have practically 2 months in the company. And I'm very, very blessed that, you know, I found this because the arthritis is completely stopped. I have no pain whatsoever. My fingers are fine, not deformed anymore, especially the long one here. And so my husband don't have to wash the dishes, or especially not the dishes, but, you know, the pots, because at that time, I don't have way to do it. It was very painful. You know, so now I'm happy to report that I don't have any more pain. So absolutely, the trifecta work absolutely marvelous, and the arthritis. And I noticed another thing. I have before 2 operations in my legs, right and left legs. And the doctor said I will need another ones, because that is like 6 years ago, because you have a lot of veins out of place. And it was very painful when I walk, especially in the night. Over the sudden, I have this, how you say in English, calambre.
Cramps.
Cramps, yeah, exactly. And I have the cramps so bad that I almost crying in the night. So I have to go and try to walk and take something for the pain. That complete disappear. And I look my veins now, and all the veins hide. I don't see it anymore like I used to. So it's working in my circulation in my legs. I'm so happy about this. And then the new thing that I noticed, and this morning I noticed really the sugar level. I can't take my medicine for the diabetes any longer. The doctor told me last week, you need to cut probably half of what you're taking, because no, we don't want 50 on you. You have to have 100, maybe 98, but not 50s. So the moment that I take my medicine,
I think you need to unmute. I think you're mute.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, it was a call in the middle. I'm sorry. Okay, I noticed that if I take the medicine and I go to sleep, I will have very low. So I decide not to, take it. Yeah. So can you hear me good?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can hear you.
Yeah. So that's all I have to say. I think this is working absolutely marvelous.
All
And
right.
thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming into the call and gave your testimony. I know that takes a lot from everybody, liberate your time to share with us what is happening. And I think that helps us to build more confident and strong that we really have something very special here that we need to share it with everybody because everybody needs it, right? And I wanted to bring people even in younger age, like Deanna
Right.
and Tyler, even a pregnant woman like my daughter, and even
Wow.
yeah, so this is for everybody and the baby because the baby is taking link also. So
Wow, that's great. That's
so
great. I am in Idaho, by the way. I
we're
am.
in Arizona. All right.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think with this, Stu, I'm gonna go back to you, and I want to say thank you to all the participants that come tonight to be with us. And we are starting November. Woo!